How do you truly discover who you are? It's not a question you answer in a day. It's a journey, a process of uncovering layers and finding the essence that makes you, well, you. Let me tell you the secret weapon to deep self-awareness. You know, when I was your age, I thought self-awareness was something you stumbled upon by chance, like finding $1 in your old jeans.
And now, Achieng, what do you think?
Now I know it's something you uncover with intention, like digging for a hidden well in the desert, or, finding the TV remote in the couch cushions. You must work for it, and trust me, it's harder than finding a needle in a haystack.
That sounds deep, but where does one even begin? There's so much noise around us these days. Like, have you been on Twitter lately?
Start with the simplest tool we often overlook: personality tests. They're like the BuzzFeed quizzes of self-discovery. They may seem like just another quiz, but they're maps to your inner world. And no, they won't tell you which Harry Potter house you're in.
Like those what's your spirit animal tests? Because I'm definitely a sloth.
Not quite. Think of tools like the Myers-Briggs, Clifton Strengths, the Enneagram, or even the Big Five. They're like holding up a mirror to see the patterns in your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Just don't expect it to tell you if you're the fairest of them all.
I've tried a few. They felt accurate but incomplete, like a pizza without cheese.
That's because self-awareness isn't just about looking inward, it's also about looking outward. That's where 360-degree feedback comes in. And no, it's not a new dance move.
360-degree feedback, what's that? Sounds like a roller coaster.
It's when you gather insights about yourself from those around you. Your peers, mentors, your friends, even your family. They see sides of you that you might miss, like when you have spinach stuck in your teeth. They see sides of you that you might miss.
Like shining a light into the blind spots or finding that missing sock?
Exactly. But remember, feedback is a gift, not an attack. Unless it's from your sibling, then it's probably both. Listen with an open heart and maybe some earplugs.
Okay, so we've got personality tests and feedback. What's next? A scavenger hunt?
The next step is finding your Ikigai. And no, it's not a new sushi roll.
My what now? Is that like Wi-Fi?
Ikigai. It's a Japanese concept that means reason for being. Imagine 4 overlapping circles: what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. Where they intersect is your Ikigai. And no, it's not a new yoga pose.
That sounds powerful. But how do you figure all that out? Do I need a Venn diagram?
Start small, write it down, and maybe use some colorful sticky notes. Reflect on your passions, your skills, the problems that break your heart, and the ones you feel called to solve. Over time, the picture becomes clearer, like a jigsaw puzzle, but with less frustration.
So it's a journey, not a one-day epiphany, like finding the perfect pair of jeans.
Precisely. And along the way, practice mindfulness. Spend time in silence, journal your thoughts, and pay attention to what lights you up and what drains you. And maybe avoid those late-night infomercials.
I guess self-awareness is really about connecting all the dots, like a detective but without the trench coat.
Yes, and there's another piece to this puzzle that's often overlooked. And no, it's not the missing sock.
What's that? Is it chocolate?
Talking to a therapist or counselor or psychologist. Sometimes the way we behave or react to situations is rooted in our childhood experiences, like why you still can't eat broccoli. Understanding those roots can be liberating, like taking off a face mask after a long day.
Therapy? Isn't that just for when things are really bad? Like when you run out of coffee?
That's a common misconception. Therapy is like having a safe space to explore your story and heal any wounds that might still influence you. It's about growth, not just fixing problems. And no, it won't fix your coffee addiction.
I never considered how much my past could shape my present, like why I still cringe at my middle school photos.
It's all connected, Chiedza. And as you discover your truest self, remember to give yourself grace. Growth takes time, and every step, no matter how small, is progress. Like finally mastering the art of parallel parking.
This feels like a journey worth taking. Thank you, Achieng, for sharing all this.
My pleasure. And remember, you're not alone. Tools, mentors, therapists, we're all here to support you. And maybe a good playlist. Start your journey today. Discover your truest self with Prosper Mentor, guiding you to the best version of you.